Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. And today the markets are closed, and I'm wishing you a Mahashivaratri. Those of you who observe the festival must be in the middle of your first Prahar, I think it's called, and will continue through the night. So, wishing you the Mahashivaratri. Aside from that, I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about Tata Capital and the impending IPO, which looks like it's going to be coming this year, probably by September of this year. So, just walk you through what's happening in the Tata Group and what is happening with this IPO. And finally, what is Tata Capital all about? Because a lot of you have heard about Tata Capital. I'm sure a lot of you don't know what businesses they're into or the history of the company because it might be brand new to you, to some of you, like me. So I can understand this. But since it's a Tata brand and it's a Tata company, a lot of us are excited because it's always looked upon as value. And in the history of the company, the group that is, they always leave a little bit on the table for the investor, especially when the IPO is launched. So we do get to partake in some of the fun in terms of capital appreciation at the time of listing. So this is one of the main reasons why this IPO attracts a lot of attention. But I would say as a value investor, you should look upon this opportunity as something to buy and hold, not as something to buy and flip in the short term or make an arbitrage, as maybe some people are looking at. So this is one of those few IPOs which me and my brother would definitely ask you to consider. And if it does get allotted, we'd beg you to hold on to it and not try to exit it immediately, looking at profit booking as they do. The news about this company, as far as shares are concerned, right now it's all hearsay news, meaning the shares are unlisted. So in the unlisted market space, they're saying the last 2 weeks the share price has gone up by 20%. And it has reached price of almost 1,000 rupees and has gone up from 895. If you have asked me personally, all this is meaningless because this is unlisted. It is not transparent. It's like me and my brother deciding to exchange something between us, and whatever he feels like paying me or whatever I feel like paying him is between us. It is no place for price transparency or to really find out what the value of the share is. So don't go by this, is what I would say. Will this give you any insight on where the price will be listed? You cannot say this. In the history of all IPOs, if you take the time to study, grey market has been of no use, of no guidance, other than people are just bored, so they want to speculate, and because they want to speculate, they dive into the grey market. This is my opinion on this. So based on this current price and the number of shares which are there, unlisted that is, of course, they're saying the company is valued at 3.88 lakh crore. Again, like I said, this is purely on a speculation because the price has not really been tested. IPO. The Tata Group has been exploring this option since last year or the year before, ever since the upper layer NBFC RBI clause triggered on them. That clause says any NBFCs which are of a certain size must be listed. Because to keep transparency and accountability, they should be listed for general macroeconomic reasons. So that triggered this. So the group has now exploring the option of floating 23 crore shares into the market. There are two lots of these shares. One is the fresh shares which are being issued. The other is the offer for sale, which is the owner's stake. Tata Sons own 93% of this company. So some of those will come from them. The rest will be fresh shares which are being created. There's a rights issue also being looked at. So all three will be coming and landing at the same time about. So when will this all be happening? It's been expected to happen around the September of this year. This is the latest IPO from the Tata Group. The last one, of course, Ratanji was there. He's no more. This is under the new helm of Mr. Noel Tata, his first grand IPO from the Tata Group. The last one, of course, was Tata Technologies. And those of you who did participate and managed to get, I hope you're still holding on to Tata Technologies. And Tata Technologies is very expensive right now. Even me, I'm not considering it for my own personal consumption. So do be careful if you're looking at any IT stocks right now. So what about the history of this company? Is this a new company? Or is it something which they spun off recently? No, it is not a new company. It's not something they spun off like Geo Finance just because they thought they should get some extra capital because of their name. This company has been with Tata's since 2007. That's right. It's almost 20 years old. That's a great thing about their companies. The companies which they do give IPOs to, they are there, tried and tested. The product has been built, it's been incubated, the business model has been tried and tested, and then they come out to the market when they want fresh capital, and they ask us to invest with them. This is a way even you will see in the future, Tata Electronics or any Tata company which is coming out will follow the similar pattern. very rare will it ever be from the Tata Group where they come out with the concept of saying, I think we'll start a new company now. Here, what do you think about investing? Because they don't need that kind of seed capital. They can seed capital themselves. So this company started in 2007. There was a person called Praveen P. Kadle who wanted to start something new for the Tata Group, and the Tata Group also had trust in him. So he started the financial services for Tata and Sons as a company. It's a fresh company started back then. From 2007 to 2010, they were working on consumer loans such as personal loan, auto loan, and home loans. They also had commercial financing, which is business financing, wealth management services, investment banking, and equity advisory. Then they also tied up with SBI cards, and they had a Tata credit card called Tata Cards. Then 2012, they got into infrastructure, and they started a new company under them, a subsidiary called Tata Capital Clean Tech, which was offering services and loans for new age clean technology, environmentally friendly things. So that was Tata Clean Tech. In 2018, they exited non-core businesses. They closed and sold off Tata Cap Forex. They sold off Tata Capital Travels to Thomas & Cook. And 2022 to 2023, that's when the NBFC, like I said, the RBI thing triggered. At that point of time, they merged all the subsidiaries under Tata Capital Financials and Tata Clean Tech were all merged into Tata Capital. 2024, Tata Motor Finance was merged with Tata Capital. And this is when now we have reached the doorsteps of actually for this IPO. So currently, what are the products, services, and things which are offered under Tata Capital? First, in retail, in consumer finance, like I said, they're in personal loans, home loans, loans against properties, car loans, two-wheeler loans, educational loans, consumer durable loans, and loans for things like wedding, travel, medical expenses. And they do gold loans too, which are secured against gold, just like Manappuram. Two, they do vehicle finances. They do new cars, they do used cars, commercial vehicle loans, fleet financing, EV vehicle financing, and tractor and farm equipments under vehicles. 3, they do housing finance, that is via Tata Capital Housing Finance Limited, where they have home loans, affordable housing loans, that's the low-cost home loans, construction finance, home improvement loans, plot loans, and balance transfer loans. So if you see, they pretty much cover the entire gamut of loans. Then 4, SME and business loans. They offer business loans, machinery loans, loans against securities, rental discounting, invoice discounting, overdraft facilities. And under commercial and corporate finance, they have term loans, working capital loans, infrastructure loans, trading finance, and project finance and equipment finance. Last, they also have wealth management and private equity and venture capital, which is done through Tata Capital Growth Fund. So they have investment banking, advisory, and infrastructure. So the last thing which I want to hit upon was the digital fintech initiatives, which is a Tata Capital MoneyPechu app, marketplace app, that's an insurance thing. Then they have Tata New Integration, which is the loans and BNPL and credit services which are offered through the Tata Super App. And they also have fintech collaborations which are happening. So these are the basic products they're dealing in. So as of now, we don't have a red herring. When the red herring comes and the full details of the IPO and the rights issue, everything come out, we'll definitely share it with you and we'll walk you through that. We do not know the price band, what they plan to launch this IPO. Actually, we have nothing. This is all market frenzy and excitement on the IPO which is going to come. So keep that in mind. Is this all very certain? No. What is certain is the group is interested in doing an IPO is all that is certain. When and how it will happen is purely on their wish and their timeline. So as we get more information from the group itself, when they make announcements, we'll definitely share it with you over here in Be Rich, in MoneyPechu, and all other platforms we have available. Till now, hang on tight. If you do have free time, do read about the company, do read about their competitors, try and understand what's happening with the competitors of Tata Capital. That will give you a good understanding on what is happening in this sector, and that will help you understand this business. And by the time the IPO comes, you will understand that not only Tata, the brand, you will understand Tata Capital's business, the sector they're involved in, and how difficult or easy it is, and what is the prospect for the next 10 years for this company. And then you can really explore it when it comes for the IPO. Thanks for watching the channel today. I wish you again Mahashivarat. I'll see you tomorrow when the markets are open. I'm sure there'll be some interesting news tomorrow. We've been seeing some wild swings in the American market and in the Asian markets today, though we were closed. So we're going to have some interesting times tomorrow. We'll see what is there to talk about tomorrow evening. Wishing you a wonderful evening. See you again tomorrow.